We'll get upgrades when the time comes. Just not yet right now. I'm cool enough for what I got right now. All right, but YouTube was good. I'm gonna do an intro for this reaction. Marvel Rivals is a genius. Here's why.
Marvel Rivals is
That was a
here.
horrible
It's
fucking
there.
intro.
It's everywhere. It's on your social media feeds, in your group chats, entering your home, coming up the stairs outside your room. Amidst the cacophony of capital G gamers beating the dead horse that was Concord, Marvel Rivals showed up and went, "Hey guys, you can stare at butts in this game." Whoa, okay. I guess hero shooters aren't dead. While I've always been a fan of playing multiplayer games with friends, I've never gone quite as degenerate mode with a hero shooter as I have with Marvel Rivals. So
that is a fact. I'm not gonna lie. Marvel Rivals, like, I have reached the highest rank that I've ever been in any like ranked shooter game. But mainly because it's easier to rank up on Rivals. You know what I mean? Like, it feels better ranking up on Rivals. Even though I'm in Diamond lobbies right now, and Diamond lobbies are fucking shit, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I have fun playing the game at the end of the day. Cap what? Cap what? Cap what? How is that cap? How is that cap? Are you going to keep spamming cap? Okay, buddy.
So amidst the crowded landscape of tier lists, character guides, and balance discussions, I wanted to make a different kind of video and explore what I...
You have not reached the highest rank. I said not like the highest I've ever been, jackass. Not the highest rank. The fuck?
I think makes Rivals stand out.
I was never GM on
casually and
Overwatch.
competitively.
You reach maximum garbage bag 4. Go fuck yourself. You lucky I don't have a soundboard, bro.
Marvel Rivals is just a teensy bit similar to another game. Despite what revisionist history may say about Overwatch, I still think it was really good. Like, one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played. Sure, I haven't actively played it since 2017 or so, but it's clear that the Rivals developers took inspiration.
Okay, I was just making sure my face cam was working. My
While
fault.
also understanding what makes hero shooters fun on a fundamental level. They also put Jeff in the game, which, like, genius play. Almost every post I saw in the first few weeks of release was about Jeff.
That is a fact. They gassed the fuck out of Jeff when, like, Marvel Rivals was getting ready to launch. Real, I'm one of the best Doom players in that game. No, the fuck you're not. Anyway, when Jeff first got announced, bro, I'm telling you, they were gassing the fuck out of Jeff just for, like, barely anybody to actually play him in real game, bro. That shit was insane.
Baby Yoda for gamers. Marvel's
Facts.
massive brand recognition obviously gave Rivals an immediate leg up on the competition, but
that's what got me tight about when this game first dropped. Because I'm not gonna lie, when the game first dropped, I was a big, like, Rivals hater. Look at me now, right? I was a big Rivals hater because, you know, I was an Overwatch fanboy. I was sitting there like, yo, Rivals is not going to do that good. Rivals is going to be, Marvel can't make games, whatever. A bunch of bullshit, right? I mean, it was true, but regardless of the fact, that's besides the point. Fucking awesome pause. Why? Because you get to stare at his fucking abs? All right, whatever. What was I even saying? Never mind, bro. Fuck it.
The overwhelming
Never
performance
mind.
of Marvel's Avengers demonstrated that the live service market is far too cutthroat to survive on IP alone. Turns out, good multiplayer games...
Oh, yeah. Motherfuckers, when Rivals first came out, bro, everyone was like, oh, they're dropping heroes more than Overwatch ever did. They're dropping multiple heroes. Motherfucker, they have heroes already ready to go. They don't have to come up with original heroes. Yes, Overwatch has some original heroes, but it's a bigger risk. It's a way bigger risk than, like, Marvel Rivals. They can just drop fucking Magneto and fucking Deadpool and Blade and a bunch of other people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can drop whoever they want from any universe, any comic book, anything. They it's way easier for them to make characters. That wasn't a fair argument back then. I'm not gonna lie.
Games are extremely hard to make, and it's pretty rare for a live service game to hit Rivals' levels of popularity and maintain said popularity for more than a week-long fad. Anyway, while Overwatch was clearly an inspiration for
That was a
Rivals,
nasty
it would
ass
be
move.
disingenuous to call the game a ripoff. Certain characters have classic archetypes or pieces of existing kits, like Adam's Zenyatta attack or Punisher's Bastion turret, but if we're going down that route, we can also say that Overwatch took from Paladins and TF2, League took from Dota, and Breakout took...
They did, though. Let's be real, they did, though. Overwatch did take from a couple games. I mean, that's what happens in the gaming like community, bro. People steal from each other in different like platforms all the time, bro. Instagram took from TikTok. Everybody took from TikTok. All social medias took from TikTok. It happens. If you make a good idea, other people are gonna recreate it in their own space, bro. That's just what it is at the end of the day. It's just Marvel Rivals was doing it very blatantly, and people wanted a reason to hate on it. So that's the reason they chose. They had a good couple reasons before the game dropped. But at this point, the game is good, bro.
Of new and existing ideas, and a handful of them, like Penny Parker, feel super unique. So it never feels like you're just playing Overwatch.
Yeah, because I'm in the game.
Wait, how did you even get in?
Sorry, no time to talk. I gotta hit the waves, because this video is sponsored by Surf.
CMN often express depth.
I don't know what the fuck they think. Ain't stealing, it's inspired by. Exactly. It's inspired. It's inspired by. You know what I mean? Like, exactly, bro.
Through team composition, item economies, and
Y'all like to snipe on that ad, by the way. We don't watch no sponsorships on this channel. Unless y'all sponsoring me, we don't watch no sponsorships. Fuck is you talking about?
multiple
None of that.
objectives,
None
one
of
of the
that.
greatest strengths of
None of
hero
that.
shooters is adaptability.
Could
Not just
sponsor
through
me and then we
flexing
could
to
talk.
fill
Other than
different
that, we not
roles,
watching
but
that. You
actively
bugging.
switching heroes mid-match to better assist your teammates and respond to enemy threats. I'm sure that's a foreign concept to the Bronze 3 players that insta-lock Spider-Man every game, but the more characters I learn, the more I'm able to appreciate the game as a whole. And we're not just talking a handful of characters either. Rivals launched with 33 heroes, and is also planning on adding a new hero every month and a half, which is a great way to maintain interest for all types of players. I know
Fact.
balance often comes into question when games
If it's one thing, I'ma sponsor you 5 schedules per hour. What the fuck? And 5 shekels per 10 minutes. Yeah, you fucking lost me, buddy. Anyway, if it's anything Marvel Rivals does, it's they know how to keep their players happy, bro. They'll backtrack certain shit. They'll show an idea. If it gets a lot of backlash, nope, dead off the rip, bro. But they also don't back down for certain things, like how people were complaining about like how that whole support strike bullshit. They was like, hey, I mean, y'all could just start helping y'all supports or supports help each other. Like they literally gave like ways to help instead of just fixing the problem, which I addressed in another reaction video. But still, I like the way they handle the fans. I'm not gonna lie, because if they just start listening to everybody and doing this and that, it's gonna crumble just like Overwatch did. Overwatch was listening to the streamers, bro. The high ranked players had priority when it came to updates and stuff like that, and that's exactly why we fell as a community, bro. Pesos, how about that? Bro, you're not sponsoring me, dude. Holy yap, motherfucker! It's a reaction video, bro.
this frequently, but in my eyes, the fresh chaos of new maps, characters, modes, and events feels
I gotta
lot
put
better
input
than
in, jackass.
stagnation or copious skin releases. The crazy part about Rivals is that even with this large roster, just about every character feels viable, even in competitive. I want to emphasize that this is really impressive.
What's good, Iris?
compared
Welcome.
to other games. I won't see a Mr. Fantastic for 10 or 20 matches, and then one will show up and hard carry. A Lord Jeff will grab an entire team with his ult and single-handedly win the round. There is a uniquely gratifying feeling in being told to switch off Penny almost every game only to protect both my healers, snag MVP, win the round, and get hit with a
there's no way people think Penny is a bad character. Penny is probably one of the greatest tanks, greatest defensive tanks out. Like, honestly, bro, Penny is such a good character. It's disgusting, bro. Especially when it comes to divers, bro. All the supports have to do is stand in the nest, and I'm gonna protect you. You're gonna live. I don't care, because they're gonna focus my nest rather than actually try to kill you, bro. It's insane how hard. Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm
I
not even
wasn't
gonna do all that.
familiar with your game.
Or Penny definitely knows something about Penny that I don't.
Dude, this is a horrible gaming experience. How do you live like this?
Well, I don't know
Fucking
why.
ads, bro.
I don't have time to.
That is correct.
This varied roster impacts high
Chat,
level
remind me
play
we gotta
in
watch the Night Rain
ways,
trailer
with
after
the
this. Oh,
first
I was supposed to
being
watch it
ban
before
phase.
this.
While
Fuck.
bans are often reserved to the most overpowered or dominant characters in the meta, it can make sense to ban more niche characters depending on the situation. If you're assembling a dive comp, you might want to ban Namor so that he can't kill Black Panther and Spider-Man with his turrets. Afterwards, even if you have a solid team comp with the right amount of healing and synergy and team-ups, things are never set in stone.
Can maybe Penny go fucking Groot?
If a Storm or Iron Man starts bullying your healers, it might be time for a DPS player to switch from a melee diver to a long-range character like Hela. Switching characters isn't free either, as you won't carry more than 50% ult charge, so every match becomes
That's not exactly true. Sometimes they give you a little more or less depending on the cost of the all charge.
a back-and-forth dialogue between both individuals on a team and the two teams responding to threats while maintaining synergy.
Can we get off of Penny? Holy shit.
Many seasons of competitive Overwatch have been defined by their rigid metas, whether that meant the default 2
Okay, the amount of people that's asking him to get off of Penny, he's either fucking throwing on Penny or something else, because holy shit, bro.
tank,
Why do people
2
keep asking him to get off of
healer
Penny?
comp, or the absolute necessity of Mercy and her instant revive.
Primer, you can leave
I've
and
heard from
come back,
friends
bro.
that
I
in
need
certain
content. I need
cases,
this
if
video.
your team didn't pick the most
Just
meta
leave and come back if
characters,
you really
you'd
want to, bro.
basically be throwing the match. But in Marvel Rivals, role queue doesn't even exist. The absence of an enforced meta lets you goof off in quick play with silly team comps like 6 healers, which is extremely fun.
Motherfucker, did you just ask for Minecraft parkour? Who the fuck do you think I am? What the fuck? I'm not playing Minecraft parkour.
By the way, highly recommend, and many of my competitive matches often stray from 2-2-2 in one way or another. My only major comment at the moment concerns the future of the roster split. Right now, over half of the characters in the game are DPS, and I want more wacky healers and tanks. Please. Just like a crumb. Last minute update? Whoa. The design element that really
Not
makes
actually
Marvel
getting
Rivals
bored.
feel
Alright,
new,
my
though,
bad.
is the team-up function. These unique bonuses trigger when certain characters are on the same team, and can range from base stat increases for anchors to additional abilities and ability modifiers. Some of these abilities
I've never thought of using that Venom team up to block that ultimate, and now that but I never get a Venom on my
are
team when I'm
so
playing Penny,
strong
so it
that I
doesn't
wouldn't
even
be
matter, bro.
surprised if they end up defining
Doesn't even
certain
matter. Holy
aspects
shit.
of pro play. Running Adam Warlock with Mantis and Star-Lord means half of your team can occasionally
Can you goon whilst reacting?
revive themselves anywhere on the map for free. Rocket can give Punisher and Winter Soldier infinite ammo every 40 seconds. Hulk's gamma energy significantly increases Iron Man's damage output and gives Doctor Strange 3 buffs, so banning Hulk means eliminating a multi-layered threat. Banning characters that work well
This video is
together
low-key
has
a little
always
outdated.
existed, but Rivals adds a more direct layer that
How
I've
long
never
has he been
really
sitting on
seen
this
before.
video?
Team-ups
I
also
didn't
strike
hear
a
a
good
no.
balance of being
Motherfucker,
strong,
no!
but not being defiant.
Like,
Natural
what the
synergies
fuck?
still exist, so you can easily win a match without a single team-up. But if you have the flexibility to play multiple characters, giving Namor an enhanced turret by picking Luna, or instantly
Outdated.
reviving Thor and Loki with Hela, might just be what tips the scales in your favor. The other interesting choice behind team-ups is that they aren't set in stone. I wrote and recorded this video during Season 1, but several of the team
Kaze, your cam froze. Did my cam actually freeze? Oh my fucking goodness, my cam froze. Son of a bitch. Holy gap, bro. What the fuck? I don't even know what you saw, but it was probably the Invisible Woman intro. Hold on, bro. Fucking Cam. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is why you don't cheap out on shit, bro. This is why you don't cheap out on shit, bro. This is fucking why, bro. Holy shit. How many times am I gonna fucking You know what it is? I keep fucking playing with the wire. And now it's now the video, now when I cut, because I'm gonna have to edit this shit out. Now when I cut, the fucking camera's probably gonna be too small. Or too large. Who knows what the fuck is gonna happen? You look so hot, bro. But then again, you got a bigger get. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, yo, bro.
Team-ups I just mentioned are being changed or removed.
Frankie, don't entertain this shit.
Sorry.
This fucking guy,
to
bro.
make room for new ones in Season 2. For example, Strange is losing his team-up with Hulk to become an anchor for Scarlet Witch, with Namor receiving
Can you see my
gamma
comments?
energy after losing the...
I see that comment. Are you sending more than that? Yeah, I see your comments just fine. What you mean?
frozen squid he used to get from Luna. This multi-layered variety is really
the most comments I saw is when you said hi, which I said hi, and then can you see my comments? I don't know if you said anything else besides that, but
exciting, as it gives the developers a whole new way to shake up the meta, dynamically rebalancing characters independent of their base stats while encouraging teamwork and flexibility. In addition to all these synergies, Marvel Rivals just feels very physical.
Just wondering, because I was being violent, yes. Kaze, take your hoodie off, please, and flash us. Were you saying yes to that, or were you saying yes to what I said? I'm gonna assume you were saying yes to what I said and not that, because I don't. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Maybe there's a better way to describe this, but the game's current roster has a surprising number of close range and melee characters, which adds a lot.
You see. No, bro, you see, and then you're gonna join in too. Like, fuck out of here. I will not be hit on in my fucking chat. Yo, dang. All right, bet.
Variety.
All right, bet, bro. You horny
I also
fucks.
just think physically interacting with other players is cool.
Oh
So
my
I love
lord.
that Wolverine can
grab
enemies and
you
carry
niggas
them
are
into his
ridiculous,
team,
bro.
or that Hulk can swat someone out of the sky like a bug and smash them into the pavement. There's even a goofy animation and sound effect if two characters like Wolverine and Winter Soldier collide with their dash moves. There are no two heroes on the current roster that feel alike, and the unique opportunities for mastery on each one of them mean that I'm still learning new tricks and testing out interactions at the practice range after over 300 hours of play.
Sell us some of your grundle grease. I don't know.
To the mechanics that
I don't
makes
know
quick
about
play
that
a
one.
great
Nah,
time
you're-
with friends. And
Yo, you
on
that
your toes when
word,
you see
that
some
nigga's
crazy shit
wildin'.
online. Wolverine can take
Yo,
rockets,
he's
jump back,
wildin'.
grab someone, and then jump up mid-grab to carry them off a ledge or all the way into his team's backline.
These fucking ads. Wait, what game is this? What game is this? Oh, this is Valorant. Fuck out of here. I'm not playing Valorant.
There you go. Ha! Groot's walls can block Jeff's ult from the center and serve as a barrier to cut off the healing from
I had
Luna's
Valorant installed
Fighting
for like a
against
couple
players that
days,
have
bro, and that shit
mastered
got deleted.
characters I'm less familiar with also constantly reveals new layers of depth. Even a seemingly simple
Taint
healer
Taffy.
like Jeff can swim up walls
What
to
the
gain
fuck?
insane high ground and cover.
Yo,
or
bro.
stop healing entirely to become a nearly unkillable nuisance on the enemy's backline. I don't even play Spider-Man, but that character is like a separate game, dude. You gotta go in and change.
No, for real. I'm not even gonna lie. Playing Spider-Man, you're literally not even playing Rivals anymore. You're dead ass just playing fucking. You're playing Spider-Man Simulator. For real, bro. That shit is crazy. Is your.
Multiple settings
You're
in the
wildin',
options
I'm not even gonna
menu
lie.
before you even start learning how to animation cancel. But if I'm being honest, This video is really just an excuse to talk about Doctor Strange's portal. I haven't seen a game mechanic this mind-blowing since the physics systems in Tears of the Kingdom, which also has a bad frame rate, so hey, maybe it's a byproduct of the black magic in the source code. It's already a wonder that
Smells
any
delicious
video
if you
game
ask
gets
me.
made in
How the
first
fuck would
place,
you
so to
know?
even
How would
conceptualize
you know,
designing a
bruh?
portal that links 2 locations on a map for 12 people simultaneously and can be entered from both sides while carrying momentum and teleporting attacks, not just players, is absolutely insane. While the base functionality of the portal often boils down to sneaking behind the enemy team or making it to the objective first,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like Strange Portal is dead ass huge, bro. Like it's genuinely a huge ass move, bro. For it to be like a regular ass ability with a long cooldown, can you show me your Eye of Agamotto? You all right? You know what, bro? I'm gonna stop responding to these fucking comments, bro, because you niggas are tweaking, bro.
there are so many clever and
Holy
strategic
shit.
uses that will only increase over time. Spider-Man can pull players through it and off ledges. Punisher can rain down on enemies from above with his turret. Strange can fly out of it at lightning speed using Rocket's boost armor. Okay.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
That is for one kill, by the way.
It can even
For
be
one
used
kill,
to
by the way.
block off
Whatever.
doorways or split up a team depending on the map. And there's also counterplay.
Iris,
I've jumped
hi.
through enemy strange portals to split up a team
What's good?
or set up penny mines preemptively when I think a team might try to backdoor a capture point. I've seen Stranges block enemy portals with their
Can I
own
show you
portal.
something
I had a
huge?
Groot on my
My
team
fucking
that got
stomach.
us through a door block by placing a wall as a makeshift platform. When you hear that quiet
I'm opening a portal.
from
Hey,
the other side of the map, it's an immediate threat that the entire team has to be aware of, and you have to use your intuition to guess what the enemy Strange is planning to do with it. While the coordination required to pull off some of these strats is far beyond the level of the average quick play lobby, I can't wait to see what high-level Strange players do with it.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This shit don't be happening like in quick play
Discussing the
games.
intricacies
You
of
only
good
really
map
see good
design
Strange
is
plays
a
in
bit
like
above my
comp, bro.
pay grade, but I
And like
can
high
say
rank
that the
comp. I know
current
fucking
maps and
like
rivals are
silver
great,
gold,
from
bro. That's just
larger
not
layout
happening.
choices to
Your
smaller
yacht.
artistic touches like
Yep,
payload
I'm not
packs
showing you
and
my ass
overdrive
on stream, bro.
themes. There
What
is
are you
already
talking
a
about?
seemingly infinite level of replayability thanks
Strange
to
looks
the
fun, not gonna
millions
lie.
of
Strange is
possible
mad
team
fun. I actually play
combinations,
Strange
but
a
when you
lot when I
also
play Tank.
factor in how map layouts
I
can
play the
create
fuck out of
unique
Strange. I'm
strategies
not
for
gonna lie,
different
but I mostly end up
characters
on
and
support because I like to
team-ups, it's
support
just
people.
fantastic. Plus, despite some of the early negativity I saw online, I think the destructible environments are one of the game's best features. The destruction isn't
The destructible environment thing is cool until you start getting stuck on shit. That's fucking annoying. I don't care how cool it looks. I don't care how much it changes the map. Getting stuck on shit is annoying. NetEase. That's fucking irritating. If you're gonna do that, stop letting us get stuck on shit. If you're gonna make us take damage, make us take fucking damage, but don't let us get stuck. You guys are
anywhere
fucking
near
up my
the
plays,
finals
bro.
levels of emergent gameplay, but it does add unique elements.
How about
of
you do something
strategy to
strange for a
every
little
map.
change?
Many
Yeah, you see,
convergence
bro.
and convoy maps have chokes and corners that can be destroyed to make attacking
Yeah.
or defending
Yeah,
easier.
yeah,
Others have entirely collapsible
Yeah.
floors and ceilings that change indoor layouts or completely block off key entrances, like the giant rock fall.
That is a
on
good
Burn
question.
of
Where is
T'Challa.
Acorn?
Yggdrasil maps repair their
Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to know where Acorn is because Acorn would jump in this shit too, and I don't got time for all of you niggas today, bro. I'm not even gonna
Conda
lie.
maps have modifiers like zero gravity zones and raining fireballs that activate when certain pieces of the map are fully destroyed, which can really turn the tables if done at the right moment. Even outside of the destructibles, every map has little features that make them feel unique. Clintar has these weird little symbiotic surfaces, oh hey, that's the name of the map, that can block off exits or raise you up to high ground. Tokyo 2099 spider bots will string together rubble to prevent buildings from falling, and the Hell's Heaven domination maps evolve during each round, raising and lowering floors or shifting hallways to combat a static.
This little sliding door shit right here has fucked up so many fucking games for me. It's disgusting. That shit is annoying as
at a
fuck.
high ground or locational advantage. I remember seeing a few complaints around launch that the game didn't have enough maps, but I think that investing more development time on all of these details and mechanics was a smart decision that
Motherfuckers complain about anything, chat. People want you to have a fully fledged game that's gonna last 14 years, just on drop. What the fuck do you want, bro? Like,
sets the game
motherfuckers
apart
need to
from
chill
other hero
sometimes.
shooters while improving replayability.
The time I watched you play Rivals. What about it? Fucking ads, bro.
For years and years, I have been a I play video games for fun type guy, an anti-competitive type guy. Toxicity and sweatiness are often what turn me away from titles
crazy.
like Valorant, and I almost never play online games without a lobby of friends. However, the degenerate level hours I have put into Marvel Rivals wouldn't have been possible if I was playing with a full stack, because I was playing competitive. By myself. That's like not a thing that I do. That's how much I like this game. While the players I encounter in every ranked games...
Huh? Do you have any marijuana? No, unfortunately I do not. Well, hopefully in a couple days, right, Frankie? Word.
slowly reduce my faith in humanity, it is extremely fun to play the game at a level where everything...
Chat. Actually, I'll ask after the video.
It is
I keep pausing this
because
shit.
there
We
are
need to get
so
through this
many
video, bro.
interesting character interactions, team-ups, and map strategies that actually utilizing them makes ranked such a rewarding experience.
I love
Even
the
if I
character
lose,
interactions in
I'm
this
always
game.
learning from players on both teams and always looking for little ways to improve. And by improve, I mean far more than just my aim. How good you are at hitting your shots, obviously...
Can you show me those Puerto Rican dance moves? One, I'm not Puerto Rican, and two, I could dance a little bit, but like in private. I don't like people looking at me when I dance.
Plays a role in how you'll perform, but Rivals
You're gonna
is
have
a
to take my word for it.
6v6 team objective game, not a Call of Duty 1v1. Macro game is one of my favorite elements of online multiplayer, and Rivals has it in spades.
So what, Iris?
That was just so random.
I know, right? Nigga said, "Oh, I didn't even." PP said, "Are you Puerto Rican?" I am nowhere near Puerto Rican. I'm
If you
black as
only
fuck.
think about-
I mean, to be fair, he's not the first person to ask like if I'm Spanish, and to like, which I don't know why. I don't think I look Spanish, but I mean, hey,
Out yourself
it ain't even the shade. It's like I feel like it's like the features. You know what I mean?
when doing anything, be that engaging, diving, retreating, or touching point.
I was about
you
to
are
say Dominican.
playing
Yeah,
the game.
usually the one I get
The
is
more
Dominican.
cognizant you are of the people around you, both friend and foe. The
Are you
more likely
Asian?
you'll be
No,
to
I'm not
win.
fucking
Can
Asian.
one of your healers back you up?
I shouldn't have said it like that. That made it sound like I had something against. Yeah, I'm not Asian, guys. I'm not. We love Asians on this channel. That sounded bad. We love everybody on this channel,
with
man.
an ult in position, or are they getting pressured by a diver? What should you do
Yo.
with your ult? Sometimes it's okay to not get any kills if you can bait out.
Bro, what the fuck? Damn, Kaze canceled. No, bro, you can't do this to me. No. No. You dead ass. No, I'm not racist, bro. I'm not fucking racist, bro. What the fuck? Said that with hate. No, I didn't. Yo, bro. What's the dude's name that had 1080p and 60 FPS? That's fucking crazy that you don't remember him. But this is Jordan, bro. You're talking about Jordan. I be trying to tell that motherfucker to stream and he just don't want to stream, bro. Y'all go like text him or some shit. He's in my Discord, so he'll see it.
Out healer ults or serve as enough of a distraction for your team to wipe out theirs. Even if I don't end up getting a kill with Penny's spider time, if I gun it at the enemy healers and push them as far back as possible, I have effectively prevented the enemy team from receiving any...
I do not use this ult for this. I use Penny ult for literally just surviving and staying alive. That dude looked light skinned
healing
as
for
hell.
like 10 seconds,
Jordan?
there's a high chance my team will be able to capitalize.
Ain't no way.
I did not climb ranked by headshotting people. I did it by exploiting the incompetence of anyone that fails to respect Penny Parker. I still get triple kills by putting mines outside the spawn door. I still kill Psylocke and Black Panthers by putting mines on a flank. I still see Cloak and Dagger's ult straight into a pile of mines and get blown to fucking smithereens.
Honestly, Rivals is easy to learn, so I feel like you'll be fine here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the hardest thing you're probably gonna have to deal with is like figuring out what character you want to play and like getting a feel for the regular game like flow because you didn't play Overwatch, you know?
You know what, like,
Yeah, I figured. But she's a pretty easy character, so you should have a good time
When I
anyway.
play
But you're gonna
Doctor
want to look
Strange,
at more.
I might not hit all my shots, but I know I'm doing my job if I'm getting right up in
Of
the
course.
enemy's face, pulsing my shield to protect my healers so they keep me alive, and putting adequate
I'm not. Wait. No. No.
oh yeah, it's definitely one of them.
He looked like he did light skin activities in his profile picture.
He does.
I'm joining and beating your ass. We gonna get to more rivals in a minute. But I got you, Akon. We can join in a minute. Shut the fuck up, Blaze. I'm streaming. Kaze, I can't ignore this, but you got the same hairline as Vegeta. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Iris should play Overwatch with us. I mean, if I could get her to fucking play Overwatch, that'd be great. But you know, she's not really into Overwatch like that, unfortunately.
pressure on the right targets. And sometimes I just pick Cloak and Dagger and hold left click so I don't have to aim at all. And we're ready.
Am I this?
No, bruh. Don't let Blaze gas you either, because that nigga said he was downloading Call of Duty the whole time he was downloading bum ass Warzone. Fuck out of here.
Because ultimates are both
Does your forehead get
incredibly
oily at
impactful
all?
and highly
No,
situational,
actually. There's a
ult-
thick coating covering my forehead that doesn't let the sun make me sweat. Does that make sense? Yeah.
autonomy is one of the most
gonna go with
interesting
that.
concepts in Marvel Rivals.
We're
Yet
gonna
it's
go
something
with
I
that.
feel not a lot of players take into consideration. Before you use an ult, it's extremely important to
Yo,
consider
bro.
the current state of the match.
Iris.
Who else
What
on
the
your team has ult? Who on their team
Come
has
on,
ult?
bruh.
If the fight you're currently in is going well and you've wiped half their team, the snowball is already
You gonna be with me
rolling
for my
down the
2-year
hill.
affiliate
So you
stream?
probably don't need
Abso-fucking-lutely.
to kick it again when you can instead
Your
save
forehead
your
got
ult
its
to
own
get the
ozone
next
layer. Alright, you
snowball
see?
rolling. Step 1 is
Let's finish
knowing
this
when
video
to
so we
use
can get
your
to the
own
fucking game,
ult,
bro.
But
Yes.
step 2 is keeping track of the rest of your team's ults. Step 3 is then keeping track of enemy ults by intuiting their charge speeds over hundreds of hours of play. When I'm playing Penny and I know the enemy Strange has ult, I will intentionally hold my web and keep an eye on him for a few seconds to watch
Facts.
for his ult and
Facts.
cancel it. Especially
I'm not
if
gonna
he
lie,
jumps up
a
into the
Strange
air.
can't ult
And if
around me
you're
when I play
playing
Penny.
Strange, sometimes you have to fake out your ult by jumping, waiting for everyone to move back, and then
We should make
popping
a
it
tier
slightly
list
later or
after
not
this
at
for
all.
for
Even though
clout.
many ultimates don't require Twitch reactions, or
Kaze, do you live in
intensive
Kansas?
inputs,
No, I
that
live in
doesn't mean
Connecticut.
they're devoid of strategy. The difference between an okay Magneto and a
Yo, a
great
tier list
Magneto
isn't a
isn't
bad
whether or not
idea,
they crush
actually.
someone's skull
A
with
tier
the
list low-key
giant
isn't a bad
fucking
idea.
ball. It's who they choose to dunk on. It's about precisely when they choose to ball. It would generally be ill-advised to start a team fight or go for a pick with Magneto.
Oh yeah, we were
when you
asking
could
where you were a
instead
second
pull it
ago,
out the
Acorn. It's
moment
crazy
a
that you
cloak
pulled up.
starts their ult to disable the remainder of their healing pressure.
Don't live
Or
in
quickly
Kansas,
shut
it's
down a
shit
Punisher by
and
absorbing
boring.
his ult
Sound like
before
somebody
sending
live in
that fucker to
Kansas.
the next dimension. But if the enemy
Yo,
team
bro,
has
what you got
Magneto,
against
you gotta
Kansas?
be double careful since he can potentially shield your target. Running all of these calculations, cooldowns, and timers in the back of your mind is extremely tricky, but it's these dynamics that make this game, this team game, so rewarding. The skill ceiling of Rivals extends so much higher than your proficiency on any individual character, as the better you understand every character, every map, and the playstyles of every other player in the game, the better you'll perform. Even if you're playing a dive character, it's about so much more than getting kills. It's about drawing attention from off angles, pausing heals, or understanding how collaboration can change your strategy, like a Venom and Spider-Man diving together. Honestly, the only thing I wish I could experience more of is real communication. It's kind of hard to type in the middle of a team fight, and there is so much useful info that can be conveyed if a team works
because of the
together.
Chiefs. I knew it
But
was because of the
even in
Chiefs, bro.
Grandmaster,
I
voice
knew it was
chat
because,
is
I knew it was because of the fucking Chiefs. Holy shit. Kaze, can you watch something else? We are gonna react to the Night Rain trailer after this, and after that, yeah, we're done. Did I update my
rarely
Fortnite? I was
used
on
in a
Fortnite
predictive
earlier,
manner.
actually.
Damn, bro.
Even though
how
I
we
didn't
lose?
even play a game, but
You're 16 and 12.
Brother, you like 16-year-olds.
what the fuck?
Productive manner.
Damn, bro. How'd we lose?
You're 16 and 12.
Brother, you like 16-year-olds.
Given that
What
the
the
snowballing
fuck?
nature of some
What the
matches can take a
fuck?
real toll on the human psyche, even the smallest acts of compassion and coordination go a long way. From shot calling a portal, to offering to switch roles with someone that's struggling, to just complimenting a job well done.
Kaze, no, I
Problem
don't.
is,
No,
I'm
I
kind
don't.
of afraid to talk on voice chat most of the time, especially when I get called slurs when I whiff an Eye of Agamotto, so, maybe it's better in Celestial?
I know, bro. You don't know how to make sense of the typing. Bro. You get it, bro. You are a fat bastard with no future.
I know, right? It's so nice.
You have nothing going for yourself. You're born in a canal. Your family's poor. You can't.
What the fuck is this? Steel Hunters? Nigga said World
Now,
of
as
Tanks,
much as
but fucking...
conversations around multiplayer games often
What is the
focus on
highest rank in
improving your
Rivals? One
skill,
above all.
balance issues, pro play, what have you, I also want to discuss what I feel is an underappreciated element within Rivals: narrative. Instead of constructing tons of lore, comics, and cinematics about an existing game, the devs were tasked with the opposite: implement existing worlds and characters into a new game in a fresh but faithful way. In my Rumbleverse video, I discussed how every corner of Grappital City was filled with cute details to flesh out the world and the existence of the Battle Royale itself, and Rivals does a great job with this, from subtle details like posters and voice lines to the overarching story of every map. From the moment you load in, the background of the character select screen is connected to the map you're playing, with a unique animation and soundtrack as your selected hero gets pulled into the action. Once you're in a match, you're dropped straight into a unique objective, each with aesthetic variants. In Midtown, you're escorting a little robot to recover pages of the Darkhold, so the payload is a little car with the robot sitting in the driver's seat. On the Spider Islands, the attacker
He could have at least learned the robot's name, but whatever.
spawn room has NPCs that flesh out the goal of assisting Spider Zero, and when the gates open, there's even an animation of Spider Zero swinging into the little spider car. One of my favorite details is found when attacking on the convoy map Yggdrasil Path. Your objective is to stop Loki from tapping the life force from Yggdrasil, so before the match, his ghostly illusion taunts you in the spawn room. And if that isn't cool enough on its own, he also has character-specific voice lines for a few heroes, which is just... I love shit like this so much.
For once, even you
That's the
are
fact.
out of your depth, dear doctor.
The unique
Nah, facts.
convoys
That's so
also add
fire.
very
I love
subtle
attention to deal for what the bitch. I love attention to detail like that. Seriously, shit like that is so cool. You can tell they really care about the game. Even though they could put like a couple other things, they could add a couple other things to make it better. That's still really nice. Because that was one thing I loved about Overwatch, like small little details like the voice lines, the hero interactions and stuff like that. That was always nice, bro. That was always really good. Oh fuck, my brace bracket came off. You wear braces? Holy yap, bro. Shut up. All right, fuck you, bro. What the fuck?
Play variations, as the Midtown car is easy to stand on, while Yggdrasil's chariot provides a bit of cover in the back in exchange for less standing room. Narrative is a feature I'm always excited to see online games experiment with, and it's something I always felt was missing from League of Legends, a game that retconned its original lore so hard that the game itself doesn't even exist in universe anymore. Yes, Marvel's a big IP, and Marvel Rivals is a product, but there is so much passion and artistry on display here that I still find myself smiling at little details after hundreds of hours, even if it's just watching Loki's ghost orbit me in the spawn room again. Before I close
Marvel
things out,
Rivals
I
is
wanna
just
quickly
Overwatch, but more action. Agreed.
touch on
Agreed.
monetization, with surprisingly a thumb pointing mostly up. Microtransactions are usually a dreaded subject when it comes to live service, but I'm happy to
They
report
did
that
great
this
with the
game is pretty
microtransactions in
good
this
when it
game.
comes to asking you for money. As far as gameplay is concerned, Marvel Rivals
I'm not gonna
is
lie, they did
perfect.
great. I
The
have
game is
multiple
completely
skins.
free, and
I
every
have a bunch of
character
shit
is
just off the
also
free, bro. I
from
don't think
the
I
very
haven't bought a
beginning,
skin yet
including future
at all. The most
characters.
I've bought,
No
I just bought this
multi-year-long
battle pass
grind
that
for
came out
IP
recently.
or Blue Essence in League, no Overwatch 2 progression unlocks, no Apex Legends or Rainbow Six Siege, or you get the idea. While extrinsic motivation is a common feature in live service design, I consistently find that my favorite live service games are the ones I have the most fun playing, not the ones with the most manipulative retention mechanics. Even if I don't regularly play most of the heroes in Rivals, having a huge roster to experiment with for hours on end is far more exciting than having to deliberately unlock them one by one. The only issue I have with the cosmetics in Rivals is that there is still some FOMO at play, as event and holiday specific skins are time limited, including free unlocks. However, there's
But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not mad at the free unlocks, bro, because, you know, some stuff is sacred, bro. Let them have, if you want to have stuff like that, actually don't bring them back out. I was actually just complaining about this the other day off stream. Bro, why is the season 0 battle pass back out? Why? For what? Nothing is sacred, bro. If you come out with a battle pass or something that's time limited, leave it time limited. Don't bring it back randomly so other people can get it if they missed out. Fuck them niggas, bro. The fuck?
week availability period is much nicer than limited loot boxes or a daily rotating shop. The premium battle passes are also very nice, as there's no deadline for unlocking content as long as you buy the battle pass within the multi-month long season. The currency you earn from dailies and weeklies to spend on battle pass rewards can be spent on any season's pass, not just the current one, so no miserable 10-hour sessions in the last few days to snag Peter Griffin. While this system isn't perfect, I felt it was still worth discussing, and I really hope Rivals continues to set a positive example for zero gameplay monetization.
No, exactly,
sure, Marvel
bro.
Rivals is popular.
Exactly,
But the reason I
Akon.
love covering live service games is because they're often overlooked or ignored in the video essay sphere, and I really want to drive home how well designed and fun they can be. And also justify the amount of time I've spent playing them. The magic of a communal live service moment is a feeling you can't find anywhere else in gaming, and one's as
It's crazy, chat, because I think I have like over like 500 hours on Marvel Rivals also.
big and well received as Marvel Rivals don't come around that often. I'm not here to give a definitive review or speak on the intricacies of balance and potential longevity because, well, I don't know what the future holds. The fact that this game is very fun to me right now is much more important than worrying about whether or not I'll still be playing it in 2 years.
I got him in
Facts.
my
Whoa! You fucking killed us, Milo! You threw us off the edge of the map!
Marvel Rivals is such a perfect demonstration of what
Whoa.
makes live service compelling. From sharing memes, outplays,
Bro
and
plays
funny
on
moments to
laptop?
getting
Yeah, I'm on a
excited about
laptop.
new season updates and
How you
skin
think I swapped
releases,
my
from
setup?
trying goofy
Think I
strats
moved an
and
entire
outplays
PC to my living
locking
room?
in with a couple friends in ranked, Rivals is a communal experience that
Yeah, it's a
exists both
laptop.
inside and outside the literal game. As the internet becomes more toxic and culture more
Look,
fragmented, it's
all
just
right, after
nice
the
to
video, I'm gonna
share
send you guys a
common
picture.
interests
I'm gonna
with
send you guys a
friends
picture of the laptop.
and tons of people online. And that's about it. Thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring, thank you for watching, and subscribe for more videos coming soon, which I swear I will make. Just please, let me play like a few more matches first.
Awesome video. Awesome video. Awesome fucking video. Shout out to fucking however the fuck you pronounce that name, even though he has more subs than me. Still shouts out anyway. Fucking, what's it called? Yeah.